Okay, we know that the gravitational field strength is directly proportional to the mass, but inversely proportional to the square of the distance. The mass of the Sun is much larger than the mass of the Earth, which is much larger than the mass of the Moon. So, we know that the neutral point should occur at a location where the distance to the Sun is much larger than the distance to the Earth, which is much larger than the distance to the Moon. This is so that the gravitational field strengths due to the Sun, the Earth, and the Moon will end up roughly about the same. So they have a good chance of cancelling one another out. So we are saying that we need the neutral points to be far away from the Sun and quite far away from the Earth. So that rules out these 2 points, and we are left with these 2, right? Because at this point, you are the furthest away from the Sun, next furthest away from the Earth, but pretty close to the Moon. So that compensates for the small mass of the Moon and the large mass of the Sun. So between A and B, location B makes a lot of sense. Of course, we know that the direction of the gravitational field is always directed towards the center of the mass. So at this position, the gravitational fields of the Moon, the Earth, and the Sun are directed in such a way that they are sort of, it's like 120 degrees apart. So they have roughly about the same magnitudes, and they're pulling like with 120 degrees apart. We know that this can result in a vector summation of 0. So B is a very nice point. Let me just quickly talk about point A, location A. At location A, even if the magnitudes of the 3 fields are about the same, they will not cancel out, for sure. That's because the gravitational field due to the Moon and the Earth are directed opposite to each other. So whatever the resultant of these 2 will not be in the direction that's opposite to the third gravitational field, which is due to the Sun here. So there's no way that these 3 vectors can cancel one another out. That leaves us with only one good answer, which is point B. Alright, ta-ta!